Hey everybody, this is Charlie from Brainiac Baseball, Sports Cards, and Gaming. We are back with race number 4 of season 110. This one comes from Irungattukottai, India. I think I said that properly. Um, we are in a weird position right now. We've had two terrible races to start the season and one solid finish. And I find myself thinking that if we don't put a little bit of extra money into updating our car, we're going to get left behind here pretty quickly. And I don't want to get to a point where we have to worry about getting demoted, but also it's like you have to find the right balance of spending money and having money for later in the season. And so for race number 4, I'll show you what I've done to update the car. What is this? One, two, three, four, five components were upgraded to level 4, and in fact, now all of our car parts are level 4 except for electronics, and I'll upgrade that after today's race for sure. One of the things that I'm concerned about, though, and I don't know how this happened, but our engine, which was at 0% wear before the last race, is at 58. And so I want to get at least one more race out of this engine before we either replace it or upgrade it. And so we're not going to be very aggressive today. We're going to try to ride it out without smoking. And if we do, we do. But we can't really be replacing an engine every race. I mean, that's just not good financial stability, right? So we have to be smarter than that. So I wanted to show you that to start off with. That is going to be a potential problem today. Uh, I also want to point out, and I don't know why this is, but Ian Wilson is not fully energized for today's race. I don't know how to fix that. Like I see that his stamina is 79, and from what I've read, you want your driver to have 80 or higher in stamina, and we're not quite there yet. I keep giving him fitness classes, which are the most expensive training that you can do with your driver. And I feel like that's a smart move. Invest in your driver, try to get that stamina level up. But it's not actually improving at a rapid rate. And because of that, he's not 100% ready to go today. So I'm a little concerned about our driver, Ian Wilson, and what it's going to take to get him completely recovered by the next race that we have. So those are the two of the main things that I'm thinking about for today's race. We've qualified well. We qualified 15th out of 34 uh, pilots today, so we can feel pretty good about that. Let's just take a quick second here to look at the standings, and you'll see that I finished 31st in the last race, and also in the first race of the year, and then 20th at one of our favorite tracks in Fuji, Japan. So we've had one really good race. We've had two terrible races. And I think today, unless we blow that engine at some point, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be 20 to 25 when we finish the race. That's what I'm hoping for. You'll see here that Fedor Kapistin is tied with Felipe Vargas Martinez with 18 points. And then we have two drivers at 16. And, of course, we don't have any. So that's where we sit right now. We'll take a look here. As I've already showed you the update to the car parts, we'll take a look at our practice laps. For the second race in a row, I have not been able to figure out the front wing or the rear wing. It says the car could have a bit more speed in the straights, but when I've moved the number up to 900, then it fell off completely, as you can see here. And so I just went back with our best lap, which was lap 5, and that's what we qualified on, was this setup. Since we're right here, we'll take a look at the weather forecast. I mean, very little chance of rain. I'm sure that it won't rain today. That's not possible. And the temperature is a little bit cooler, and so I went with extra soft tires for that. Here is the track for Irungattukottai. And you'll see that it is well, it shows that it's a clockwise course. 79 laps today. The distance is one of the shortest tracks that we've had so far in whatever 28 races that I've done. And if you want to take a moment to read about the history of this track, you can pause it right here and read this over if you like. So we went to the qualifying for lap 1, and I went with our best setup, and 126.225 was good for 12th best overall. That is by far the top position that we've qualified at any specific time this season. I did extra soft tires, as I mentioned, and I pushed the car a lot. So we were very aggressive in this first qualifying lap. And then for lap 2 of qualifying, again, we went with the same setup, qualifying 15th. We're 15th overall, as you can see. And we did extra soft tires, 60 liters of gas, and I just chose to push the car a little, being concerned that we were going to put too much wear and tear on the engine. I do want to try to have some aggressive tendencies today as we look at the race setup and strategy. So there it is, 60 liters, 3 times. That should be good enough to get us through to the end of the race. You'll see here that our driver energy did not get fully recovered, as I mentioned, and the risks I've put all very low. And in fact, we're only going to have one boost today, and that'll be on lap 77 of 79. And that's just in case we can gain a position or two at the end of the race. And even if that causes us to smoke because of our engine, hopefully we'll be high enough up in the standings that it won't affect our overall finish. So as I mentioned, we did driver training, and I chose a fitness class. I mean, I don't know what else to do right now. His overall rating is down 3 points from where we started. So he's kind of trending the wrong direction. I'm very loyal to my employees in real life, and I feel very loyal to our driver, but I don't know. Do we need to get another driver at the amateur level? Or can I stick with Ian Wilson and continue to improve his skills? Or will his skills improve when we start doing better? Like, I'm not sure. Again, this is all new for me, so these are all things we have to kind of figure out. The other small thing that I'm a little bit concerned about here is um, our sponsors. We're negotiating with 2 new sponsors, and actually, there's a possibility that we could lose 2 of our sponsors before the end of the season. And we're getting paid fairly handsomely from Wall Market and Black and Blacker. We're good with Thompson for quite a while. So we got to have sponsors in place in case we can't re-up with them. I don't know how that works. Do they automatically try to renegotiate because the sponsorship's up, or do they just leave you? I don't know. I've never had that happen before. And since we're right here, I have to show you something that really annoys me, and I've talked about it, but I need you to visualize it here. I guess because I've done so well at the rookie level and often qualified on the pole, I've never really been able to gain positions in a race. And in fact, this season, I'm negative 17 based on where I've started and where I finished in a race. And overall, I'm negative 57. In fact, I have never gained a spot in any race from where I've started to where I finished. And I would like that to happen today, although I'm starting 15th. So, what are the likelihoods? I think they're pretty low. I don't feel good about it. And it just annoys me because we've been so good. Otherwise, what do I have to do to get uh to get a couple um positions gained? And so here it is. Here's the starting grid for today. You'll see I'm in the 15th spot. I feel pretty good about that. Um, there are a lot of good drivers behind us, and that's going to be challenging. Only 34 cars in today's race instead of our normal 35. And if we take a look here, you'll see who did not qualify. The one guy who did not qualify is Gianluca Perella. Did not qualify for today's race. And Liam van der Moselle, who has raced in the last two races, will not be in this one. And Taija Rinne has never attempted. So only 34 cars today. Let's go to the track. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Get the graphics up. Before we do the rundown of the drivers today, just point out really quick, here's the friends list. Al Bunch not starting today for some reason. Here's everyone who is a friend on Grand Prix Racing Online. If you want to friend me, I'll get you on the board. And whenever we go and do a pit, we always check the friend board. Anybody else on the poll other than Sahid Shawad? Yeah, Martin Rome is on the poll. And Martin is our newest teammate. I guess he probably saw that we needed someone and he joined in. So thanks for joining the team, Martin. We now have 10 teammates or 10 total team members, and he's on the poll today. Julio Lucarelli starting second. Good job. Actually, Daniel Beauchamp, I think this is the highest he's qualified at. So very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown. We got about 4 minutes until the race starts. Um, on the poll today is Fedor Kapistin from Russia. In the second spot is Sergio Severino from Argentina. In the third spot is Sergei Zarubtsov from Russia. In the fourth spot is Nate Long from the United States. In the fifth spot is Mantas Stankovičius, and he is from, I believe it's Romania. Oh, it's Lithuania. I always get that wrong. My apologies. In the sixth spot is Walter Sosa from Argentina. In the seventh spot is Darren Reed from England. In the eighth spot is Konstantin Saratovsky from Russia. In the ninth spot is Felipe Vargas Martinez, a co-leader, and he is from Chile. In the 10th spot is Soren Bahn. He is from Romania. In the 11th spot is Daryl G. from South Africa. In the 12th spot is Alexei Laktianov from Russia. In the 13th spot is Mario Lane. He is from Estonia. In the 14th spot is Nikolai Rytov from Russia. And in the 15th spot, there's the big old smiling face of me, Charles Jackson. In the 16th spot is Johannes Haparanta, and he is from Finland. In the 17th spot is Ilya from Russia in the all-white car. In the 18th spot is Raul Moreno. He is from Spain. In the 19th spot is Glenn Harvey from Australia. In the 20th spot is Siapania Viral, and he is from Romania. Edward Chuquin in the 21st spot. He is from Venezuela. In the 22nd spot is Stephen Gray from England. In the 23rd spot is Jeffrey Childers from the United States. In the 24th spot is Anestis Doodley from Greece. In the 25th spot is Chris Swindell from the United States. In the 26th spot is Boyko Stoichev. He's from Germany. In the 27th spot is Laszlo Olari. He is from Hungary. In the 28th spot is Khan Dagasan. He is from Turkey. In the 29th spot is Bruno Gallego from Argentina. In the 30th spot is Bruno Nascimento from Brazil. In the 31st spot is Teagarden Rex from Canada. In the 32nd spot is Edward Prate from Germany. In the 33rd spot is Anna Zielman from Brazil. And in the 34th spot is Marcel Jetzman from Germany. There you go. I find that if I say the names with confidence, I convince myself that I'm saying it right. But if I got anyone's name wrong and you want to correct me, please do. I have no problem with that. Leave it in the comments here on the YouTube channel, and I'll get it as close to being right as possible. Okay, well, we have 49 seconds here before the race starts. I always like to look at the live standings before a race goes. I know this is not how it's going to end, but hypothetically, based on where everyone's starting, this is what the standings would look like. And of course, we would have gained 6 spots if we finish in 15th, based on where we're starting, and that would be great. So I just want to get as far away from that transfer position, which is the 31st spot. So technically, anyone 31st and lower would end up getting sent back to rookie, the way that I understand it. So, okay, we've got 8 seconds on the clock, and we'll get today's race started. Good luck to all the competitors. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we didn't really get a chance to look very closely up the track. We will here after we get a lap under us. I suspect there's going to be a lot of people passing us fairly quickly. With our overall car rating at level 4, we have moved up because of the upgrades that I did as Ilya is starting to move around, and I'm sure he wants to get past me. I suspect that we'll compete a little bit better than we normally do as Haparanta gets by. Ilya probably will, I would imagine, and Moreno gets past Ilya right behind us. We've already lost 1 spot, so add that negative 57, give it 1 more, and give it 2 more. I mean, there's nothing I could do about that. What can I do? So we're back to 17th, 18th. Here comes 19th. We're not even halfway through the first lap, and we're just getting blitzed. And there's nothing we can really do about that as we're back to the 19th position. We are not going to be very aggressive because of the engine wear, and I hope we can make it to the end of the race and just rely on our pit strategy, which I feel pretty good about today. Who is this and they are just getting trounced right now. That's Haparanta. Okay. He is right in front of us. He got shuffled all the way to the back. And the first lap complete, 8.5 seconds behind, and we're back to 20th position as Viral gets past us. Here comes Stephen Gray and Doodley. Gray is kind of like, he's not our arch nemesis, but he is definitely the guy that we've competed the hardest against, these first 4 races, first 3+ races. So we're back to 20th. We've dropped 5 spots, and we're on the 2nd lap. I mean, it's okay. Like I know we're not going to win a race, especially when other car levels are at level 8, and we're half as good with our car parts. But we'll pay our dues. We'll get there. I do like being the 2nd best American in the field as far as where we finished. That would make me somewhat satisfied. So we've got the 20th position, and no one's really been making a move on us here. So maybe we found our groove. We are basically just trying to stay out of trouble. That's what I had it set at. I've actually got my notes right here. Let me grab those notes so that I can reference them. All right, there it is. This is the first race, I'm fairly certain, that we've gone with extra soft tires. And that's kind of where I've garnered all my experience at the rookie level. Most of those races, especially last season, were all with extra soft tires. Like I found success using those. And so we are going with extra soft tires today. And maybe that's why I'm able to keep up with everybody. The previous race, where we finished 31st, I went with medium tires, and I kind of regretted that decision. I did that based on what the weather was like, the temperature, and we could not keep up with anybody. I think of all of the better um, drivers all had soft or extra soft tires, and they left us in the dust. So Ilya's 2 spots ahead of us there in the all-white car. Um, he's done incredibly well since getting promoted with me to the amateur level. And I really want to start performing more like Ilya is. I think we both have level 4 cars now. So lap 3 was our best lap. We keep putting up these decent laps. Let's go out a little bit further and get a look at the entirety of this racetrack. There's really no straightaways here. So I'm hoping because there aren't as many straightaways or any length to the straightaways, maybe that won't have as much wear and tear on our engine. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know if that's true or not, but um, we want that engine to last as long as it possibly can. I want to point out that right here at the end of um, the main lap here is Anna, who had such a good first race. I'm not sure. I know she does have a new driver who's very low rated. I think he's a 72 rating. It's got to be tough to break in a new pilot at the amateur level, and maybe that's why she's been struggling these last couple of races. I would imagine that has something to do with it. Okay, so there's Ilya right in front of us. Viral got past Ilya, and we look at Haparanta trying to get past Chukwin, almost 3 wide going into turn 2. And that guy just drove right across the grass there. Now, I don't mind being the car at the end of this snake here. At least we're keeping up with this group. As you can see, some of the other cars are starting to tail off. So as long as we're keeping up with these better drivers, with better car parts, then I can feel pretty good about that. Capiston's still in the lead. Walter Sosa moved up to second. Soren Bahn in third. And Nate Long has remained in fourth. Stankovicius in fifth. I'm fairly certain I'm saying Stankovicius correct. If not, I don't care. That's I just like saying Stankovicius. All right, so I'm feeling very good about this. We are holding position at 20th. I don't suspect we will be aggressive enough to try to get past anybody unless they really drop off the pace. Otherwise, we'll have to rely on our pit strategies, just like everybody else. When in between races, when I have some downtime, I'll always watch the race a second time. I do that for my race every time we have one. But I will also, at some point before the next race day, I will watch the elite level race. Well, look at this, making a move on Ilya. No, okay, we get denied. But I'd like to see that we tried. And watching the elite level is just so informative, like visually. Like you see how those cars perform and how much faster they appear to be going than our cars do in in this level of racing. And I'm also always interested in seeing how, if at all, the pit strategies vary. Like, everyone at the rookie level, either maybe due through miscalculations or just having a different theory on how to do your pits, will have different strategies. Well, at the elite level, they still do too. Not, it's not a uniform process for all the drivers. I'm making another move on Ilya. Not a lot of other cars in our group are getting around like that. Um, so that makes me happy to see that. So anyway, yeah, I really enjoy watching the elite level races, and I would recommend that if you have, 2 hours to burn, um, and you watch, you like enjoy watching our race, maybe take a look at that elite level race too. I hope one day that I'll be racing right up there with a lot of those other competitors. So we are now 15 seconds off the pace, which, you know, like I said, I know we're not going to win today, but I would like to at least stay with this group. And Doodly and Gray are coming up on us, so maybe we're falling off the pace a little bit. Now, is this the entrance to pit row? I guess it looks like it, right? There you go. That's a long pit row. And you come off it right here in turn one. So I don't know. I mean, would a more competitive car try not to pit as much? I wonder, because of the longer pit road. Like, are the seconds negligible, for everyone? I don't know. We are down to 21% on fuel. Um, and we are on lap 8. So I think we'll end up pitting 3 times, which is what I've planned to do. So I'm hoping that every 20 laps we'll pit, and we're not being aggressive, so we're not using up any extra fuel. The only problem might be is if we fall a little bit short at the end because we are going to be boosting. So that'll be a concern, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, a technical issue for Edward Chukwin up in the 15th spot. See, I think we're going to have a lot of this happening today. There are a couple racers that had negative money, um, and I wonder if they are not able to repair their car. Here it is right here. You can see um, we're going to pass him pretty quickly. A lot of these other drivers aren't even wasting their time. They're just getting right around him. So he'll drop to the back. I don't know if that's a mechanical issue or if it was, like we had that one time with the side pods being damaged. I live about 15 miles from an Air Force base, and I don't know if you can hear in the background. There must be some jets that are using the airspace above my house. but they're loud enough that I can hear it through my headset. It doesn't happen very often, but okay. So he's going into the pit. So this might be something that's repairable. So it must be like a damaged side pod. We'll find out, and I'll put it in the notes in the comments after the race, so you can find out what happened with Chukwin there. So an early pit for Chukwin allows us to get to 19th. We'll take it. Pardon me here while I grab a little drink of my Gatorade. Okay, so I've noted that we have not had a fast lap since lap 3. And is it because Ilya is holding us up or what? Um, so yeah, Chukwin coming out in last place. Um, yeah, because as you can see, we're starting to separate here from this group. And am I separating because Ilya won't let us get past him or what? Here we go. Let's go. Into 18th. No, we did not make it. Oh, that's frustrating. I think we're going to get by him, though. I mean, eventually we will. We're down to 18% on lap 11. So we need to get to lap 20 for this to work the way that I want it to. And there we go. Another attempt. And we are into 18th place. Good job. So I think that's why we've been struggling with our lap times, is maybe we just needed to get past Ilya. And I'd like to think we'll catch up to Haparanta in front of us. Nothing at the front, no change to the front of our leaders here. And I kind of scoot on down, look at the back of the pack. So lap 11, I would imagine there's going to be a couple other racers with our strategy. So we'll see how that plays out. We're now 23 seconds back. We'll see if this will be our fastest lap. I think it might be. We'll see right now. No, it was not. Close, very close. So that's fine. We're putting up consistent laps, enough to pull away from Ilya, but not keep up with Haparanta. We were a little bit faster than Haparanta and Viral, and we're right there with Moreno. In fact, Ilya's almost a second off the pace. So now he's slowing up this group behind us. 15% left in fuel for this stint. I do feel like the only thing that ever really holds me back is my bad math. But I think I've got this one right. I feel pretty good about it. So we'll see. So potentially a pit strategy issue, potentially an engine that might blow, and also a driver that did not fully recover from the last race. We'll see. We're cruising along at 18th, and that was our fastest lap. So, that says a lot. We needed to get around Ilya. Maybe we could start making up some ground a little bit on Haparanta and Virel, probably. We're really not um, closing in though. This is lap 13. Just looking to see how many, if anybody, um, might be going into the pits sooner than us, but it's tough to say. Now, Nikolai Rytov in 13th position, I did notice that he had negative money. And I can't remember who the other one was. Was it Boyko? I don't recall. So like those are the ones that I would think might have issues with a technical issue. Oh, just to point out, Chukwin no longer has a technical issue. So whatever it was, he was able to fix it. And, he's got full fuel now, so he should be good. Look at Hopperanta try to get around Viral. Nope, not a chance. How many of you look over here and read the information that pops up down here on the ticker? Like, now there's nothing that popping up, but I never really read that. Sometimes they're not even accurate. It'll say someone is trying to pass someone else, and they're not even in the same group. And here it is, like Glenn Harvey pulls out to pass Gray, but it's not close enough. That's probably happening right there. And like I don't know if you can toggle that off or not. I don't know. Um, I don't really need it, and I don't know if any of the viewers pay attention to that or not. So we're cruising along at 18th position. This would be the best finish we've had all year. So we got to feel good about that. What did we do there? 126.4. So we just keep putting up these very consistent laps, gaining incrementally on Hopperanta. Oh, Hopperanta tried to make a move, and he gets denied. We're on lap 15. There's 12 to go. So yeah, we might go on in on lap 22 or 21. As long as we get to lap 20, we're good, I think. And I'm sure I won't be the only one going in whenever that is. Making a move for the front of the pack. Nope, not happening. Is that Rytov right there? No, Saratovsky leads our group. All right. When I look at this track, I'm kind of like, where will the mistakes be made? When you see them run off the track, there's really not a lot of, like maybe right here? I don't know. Like you just run into the grass, I guess. Why can't I just take that little cheat code right there? Let's just get back up into the top 10. That would be cool. That was our fastest lap 15, 125. So our last lap was better than all of these drivers in front of us in our group, in fact. And we have closed the gap. So maybe we'll start making a move on Hopperanta. We are a half a second faster than him right now. Let's go. Let's take him. Make another move at the front of the pack. No dice. Lap 16. That was our fastest lap. Oh, actually, we. Oh no, that is our fastest lap. Okay, my bad. Wow, everybody's making their moves right now. There we go. So after this group here, it's a long way to catch up to that section up there. I mean, I'd rather be in this group than this group. And there's Ilya's group. He's still leading the group right behind us. And Jetsman has fallen back to 33rd. Interesting. Okay. This is lap 18. We're down to 9%. I think in 2 more laps, you'll see tire wear start to pop up in the events column. Let's see. That was not our fastest lap. In fact, yeah, here we go. We're making our move right now. Let's go. No. Yeah, we're definitely getting slower because of the people in front of us. Um, nice that we made that effort. Hmm. There's Ilya. Yeah, because these guys are at 127, and so am I. But I feel like I'm much faster than these cars right now. Not much I can do about it. Okay, here comes the tire wear. And I don't think we're going to have that for another lap before it affects us. Walter Sosa into first place. 1 second lead approximately over Fedor. Okay, here comes our group. Let's see if anybody in our group has worn tires. Rytov does. And I do. What? Whoa, we went from 27 to 21? That doesn't seem right. Hmm. Okay, so this is lap 19. So yeah, we're going to get to lap 21. And that will be fine. And we should have enough if we stay on track with our pit strategy, we'll be fine. I'm fairly certain. And then we'll be able to use that boost at the end, and that will not hurt us unless our engine goes. That's the unknown quantity. But I think we could check off the pit strategy as a we're good. Okay, Zarabsov's going into the pits. He's the first one to pit. He's dropping like a stone. Like I said, I think we'll be able to go 1 more lap at least. Please. Oh yeah, we've already gone past it. Okay. All right. Anybody behind us? We're up to 17th. We did gain a spot. He'll come out behind us and probably blow right by us. Let's keep our eyes. Oh, a technical issue for Nascimento. He's already behind us, so that's not really going to benefit us in any way. And we are starting to fall off the pace, so that tire wear has made a difference in our group. And Capiston going into the pits. So this is the leaders going in, and I think we will as well. I suspect we should. Maybe we get one more lap out of it, but we don't have to. Let's see what happens. G going into the pits. G money. All right, we're coming around. Are we going into the pits or not? Let's find out. And we are staying out for one more lap. Rytov going into the pits. We'll gain a couple spots. Up to 15th. We'll take it. That's where we started. So we are evening out. That's was the leader up there. Anybody behind us going to the pits? Nascimento will go in. I wonder if that's to fix that problem. We'll keep our eyes on Nascimento, see if that is a mechanical issue or if it's something that can be repaired. And we're about to get passed by Zerubsov. Nascimento all the way back to last. All right, it's going to be coming out. Let's see if that goes away or is that permanent? We got Bond, Sosa, Lung all going into the pits. And I'm sure that we will. And that was fixed. So that issue for Nascimento is repaired. Good job. Zerubsov did get past us, as expected. And we should be going to the pits right here. Oh, no, we're going to stay out for one more. This is great, actually. All right. This is exciting for us. Up to 16th. We got these two cars coming out, Lung and Sosa. They'll remain in front of us. Well, this has actually worked out pretty well. So we're on lap 22. Hmm. I mean, our tire wears is critical and we are on fumes. So there's no doubt we will go in here on lap 22. Stakovicius heading into the pits. So how far back will we fall due to this? I mean, we could fall all the way back to the 30s. Oh, a mistake made by G. Where is that mistake being made? Oh, way out here. Okay, interesting. Okay, we are headed into the pits. Here we go. Let's see how that plays out for us. Let's make it quick. Let's do 21 seconds and get out. Our pit team is still level 3. That's really all the money that I'm willing to put toward it. We are back to 28th. Here comes the next group. 29th, 30th. And we're coming out in 30th. Let's go. Uh-oh. 32nd. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. Wow. Okay, well, there's Anna right there. And Jetsman. We're coming out in 32nd spot. And that's fine. We'll see our car move up. when everybody else goes into the pits here. Not a lap down, thankfully. Otherwise, we'd have that little blue flag up. All right, well, we can feel pretty good about this, I believe. That was lap 23. So we will have to pit 2 more times for sure, just like all these other um, drivers. So we're okay. Let's take a look at the friends list. Do we have any friends that are in first? Martin, great job. And Eunice Dermaz in first. A lot of people in the top. Oh, as I get past Anna into 31st, okay, we're going to make up some ground just because we're a better car and a better driver. Stewart, 38th. Al Bunch did not start today. And Ezekiel Stewart just made a driver mistake. Let's take a look at the team. We know Ram is first. Felipe's third. Good job. Boshan, he must have just did his pit. Oh, he did. And our pit was 23 seconds too. Okay, there we go. Let's get back to the leaders. Darren Reed in first and Felipe Vargas Martinez in second. Laktianov in third. He's got tire issues. And you will see some other ones popping up right here. Mario Lane makes a mistake. He's dropping back. We've moved into 30th on our own, so we feel pretty good about that. We're making some improvements. Chuquin gets past Jetsman. Keeping in mind, Chuquin and Nascimento both went in because of technical issues that were repaired. Okay, so we went from being the tail of a snake to the head of the snake. We got a long way to go to catch up to Prix. So yeah, we just have to hope for moving up when people pit. And you'll see right here, there's the first card that's a lap down, so that means this has got to be the leader coming up to us. And Darren Reed is not pitted yet. There he is. Oh, that's him right there. And we're right here. Oops, there he is. So that's not great. A mistake made by Chuquin. We missed that. Happened right there. Okay, so yeah, we are seeing a lot of wear. I'd like to think that we'll see more faster laps now that we have open space in front of us, but I don't know. We'll find out. Pardon me while I take a drink here. Okay, Darren Reed heading into the pits. So that'll keep the wolves at bay. We won't get lapped as quickly. See, just jump in right here. That would be perfect. If you follow this channel and if you follow our baseball sim that we're doing, tomorrow is game 150 of the season, and I'm going to announce the prizes for our final free giveaway of the season. The prizes will be given away during the 7th inning stretch of game 162. And if you're a subscriber and you live in the United States, you can get in on that giveaway Just uh, watch for the information uh, for when we start to take participants for the free giveaway. We do a different type of race. We do a duck race, and we race a bunch of ducks that each contestant gets assigned. And when that happens, um, well, we moved up to 28th. That's great. And the top 4 or 5 ducks all win prizes. Um, I assume we'll have 5 prizes for this last giveaway. And anyway, the first place prize, I'll reveal it tomorrow, but I will tell you that is an SGC graded Gem Mint 10 baseball card of a very important current baseball player. Very high value. And actually, the second place prize is pretty high value too. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, we'll announce those prizes and you can start entering the giveaway if you want to. So something to look forward to. Stankovicius makes a mistake. Lots of cars going into the pits. We're going to gain some ground here, I suspect, as Haparanta and Gray are dropping back to us. You can see that a lot of the better cars have already cycled back to the top. Zarepsov has made a mistake. We'll see if that costs him any positions, or maybe it cost him later. Right, we're coming around. There's 3 cars in the pits, maybe 4, up to 25th. There we go. Moving up slowly. So we've passed Gray, Pratt, Anna's gone in there. Now, their strategy makes a whole hell of a lot more sense than mine. They're going to have one less pit to make. Will it make a difference? I don't know. But we're in 25th spot, so I feel pretty good about that. So Felipe Vargas Martinez has yet to pit. Saratovsky is pitting now. So is Viral. So is Lane. So that'll leave Moreno. Moreno, he's that one strategist that always goes one pit. Damn the results. We're going to do one pit. And then Doodley and Ilya have yet to pit. Swindell and Childers, fellow Americans, have not pit. Nate Long has made a mistake. Hmm. Let's see if we'll gain any ground here, coming around on these others that are coming out of the pit now. No, they're going to come out in front of us or alongside of us. Can we get there in front of Harvey? No. Kind of want that spot. Okay, so everybody from 19th position back has all pitted. And Felipe Vargas is into the pits, the leader. Soren Bon will take over. Moreno is going into the pits. So I was wrong. He is not going halfway. Hmm. Can we get around Harvey? I mentioned that I do watch the race from the elite level. I am always curious about how the rookie level, the group that I was in, group level 33, is doing. They got whoever got demoted to that group, they are killing it. I mean, I feel bad for um, Antov and some of the other. We moved up to 24th past Ilya there. All the other drivers that were in that group with me prior to my promotion that are still there, they're getting worked over by the by the guys who were demoted, and they are dominating. Um, and I just feel bad. Like I feel like that's kind of unfair to those guys who've put in the time, and it was really their turn to get promoted, and it's just not happening. So I feel, I feel for them. Okay, so we got Harvey in front of us. We got Chukwin behind us, who's coming up pretty quickly. Don't forget, Chukwin was forced to go in to repair some type of issue. Viral, there he is. He's off the track. Maybe we can gain a spot on Viral. Virel, I think is maybe how you would say that. Okay, Olare is going into the pits and Doodly is going into the pits. Maybe we gain a couple spots here. I don't know. We got to hustle though. Coming around this bend. Moreno making a mistake. And we do move up the 22nd spot. So we are gaining positions. That feels good. We've got Harvey in front of us, Virel right there, and Lane a few seconds ahead of us. Swindell and Childers and Khan have not pitted yet. O'Leary. O'Leary. Is it a long A? I forget how that's supposed to sound. All right, and then, oh, did we just get past? Chukwin did pass us. That's just rude. That was unnecessary. Oh, he's not messing around. Chukwin. Oh, and Ilya makes a mistake behind us. Huh, that's painful. Okay, so Harvey's back in front of us, and then Chukwin, and then Viral. A good lap, but not our best lap. And there goes Chukwin into 20th position. So he's really fought his way back. Very impressive. Now he probably will have to go into the pits here pretty quickly. He went on lap 10, so that would be 39 or 40, and we're on lap 33. We'll see. I feel like here in 23rd, this is about the best we could hope in the 20th to 25th position. That's probably where we'll be. Okay, Childers going into the pits. We'll gain a spot on him. Behind us, Doodly makes a mistake. We're coming around. It looks like we'll gain one spot on Childers. Yep. Okay. Childers coming out in 24th. Hey, nice performance from Teagard and Rex. He's in 25th. Got the Brunos. The great thing about being at the amateur level is you know where you stand. Like if you get out here and you just race, you don't make any mistakes with your strategy. You'll run with other cars that are just as good as you. So I feel like at any race that that we enter, um, we're probably good enough to be a top 20 car at best. Now, the only X factor right now is, oh, here we go. We're making a move. Get into 21st. Let's go. Yes. All right. Good job. Getting around Glenn Harvey. And now we've got Viral in front of us in 21st position. And Chukwin makes a mistake right in front of us. Bye bye. Going right off the track. Not a 4x4. Can't be doing that. We're into 20th position, and I think we'll get past Viral. I don't know if we'll catch Lane. Or is it Lane? I don't know. Um, Swindell and Khan have not pitted yet. Interesting. Okay, so I think everything is pretty calm here for the moment. Let's take a look at the best lap time is Walter Sosa, 123.4. Best pit is Soren Bon, right around 18 seconds. And here is the updated live standings as I try to, well, I almost got passed actually by Harvey. I mean, look at it. If everybody who's good is performing well, and everybody else just seems to be hanging in there. Gianluca Perella, who did not attempt to qualify today, moving into 19th? No, denied. I've passed him, and so I'm 26th overall, which I think is where I was when I started. Yeah, 26th, 27th, 28th. We're at 15% fuel, and we're going to be approaching the halfway point. Once we get into those last 10 laps, that's when I'm going to be very concerned about our engine. From what I was reading, this track could put approximately 40% wear on your engine, and we were at 58, right? So it's going to be very close. It's going to be very tight. Because we are not that aggressive, although we do have that final boost, and if we're boosting and we blow the engine, that's fine. We may lose a spot or two, but it's not going to kill us, right? I do kind of wish we would get around Viral. Yesterday, I had a lot of time to kill, and I watched the 4-hour version of Zack Snyder's Justice League. I've watched the 2-hour version, but I've never watched the whole 4-hour version. And I sat down and I watched the entire 4 hours. And it's still kind of a mess. I mean, everybody knows this. I'm not giving any insight that people haven't already put out there on the internet. I like the fact that they had so much more to say about each individual superhero that was in that movie. I'm not a superhero guy. Those movies don't really interest me. But the fact that Zack Snyder was able to put his vision out there with all of the footage that he had as we don't make it into 19th position. I guess my point is that, I wanted to see what a director would do if he was able to do whatever he wanted to do. And that's what made it worthwhile, even when it got to be a little long. But it was never really boring. So, anyway, that's what I did with my spare time yesterday. Now we are coming up to this twosome right here. So who are we looking at? Is that Moreno and Lane? So those are drivers that we could catch and pass if we could ever get past viral. Okay, Daryl G has worn tires pretty quickly. Oh no, I guess 2 laps before us. Well, no, that is pretty quick. Interesting. So Swindell and Dagasan, they must be using medium tires in order for them to like continue to not show any wear. And that has worked for them. They're in 11th and 13th, but they will have to pit. And when they do, they'll fall halfway back and it won't make any difference, I don't think. I really believe that. It doesn't make a difference. Chuquin gets past Harvey, and I suspect Chuquin will get past us, yeah, because he did before, but before he made that mistake. So he's in 21st. He probably won't waste a lot of time getting past Virel. And the three of the leaders all show worn tires. And he does get past Virel, so. But he's going to have to go into the pits here any second now. We're on lap 39. Why are you trying to pass me, dude? I've got the better car. Okay, there he goes, right into the pits, so. Oh, so he must have had a boost on right there, I bet. Hmm, that probably ruined his boost. So we're back to 20th. Let's stop messing around here. Let's get past Viral. We're okay on fuel for now. Oh, there we go. On the straightaway. No. How do you say his first name? Siaponia. Viral. Zarepsov going into the pits. He's dropping back. Coming out 12th. Yeah, trying to get by me again. Remember, our risk level is only 5. So we're not even trying to defend very hard. And I don't, if it means that we can go the entirety of the race without our engine blowing, I don't mind if they get by me or not. But I also think every time I try to make a move on a car, like we just did for the upteenth time, that will backfire as Capiston is going into the pits for the second time. We are, excuse me, we are halfway through the race now. So we've hit the halfway point. Swindell is officially showing some tire wear. and he will be pitting. So will we gain a spot here, I wonder? Dagasan in too. So it looks like they've gained enough positions that they're going to come out in front of them. Oh no, because they have to fuel up for the halfway, for the rest of the race. So we're going to gain up to 17th right there. All right, I didn't see that coming, but we'll take it. So we've been as high as 15th today. I feel like we're doing all right. We will be pitting. We show tire wear now too. We will be pitting in 3 or 4 more laps. And we are about to get lapped as well. You see, there's the leader right there. Soren Bon. And we're looking to get our spot taken. Nope. Denied. Rytov into the pits. That makes sense. He went on lap 21. So we'll gain a spot here. And 16th place. And we should be in 15th. We should be passing this guy. Come on. We can get one more lap, maybe two. Bond going into the pits. Also Sosa. Also Lung. So we don't have to worry about getting lapped. Stinkovicius is 24 seconds back from them. So that saved us from being lapped. Feeling pretty good about being in 16th place. Stinkovicius going into the pit. So all the leaders will pit. We won't gain any spots on them. Lane making a mistake right in front of us, right there. Boom. And that'll get us into 15th. We'll take it. Now, we have not made a mistake today, but everybody gets one, right? I mean, it seems like that's how it goes. So, you know, we might have a bad pit. We might make a mistake, and that'll cost us some of our glory. As we get passed by Harvey, I didn't think that would happen, but we do have the tire wear. Nobody else does. And Lane is behind us. And he might catch us and pass us too. So we did taste 15th. Just briefly. I mean, we might get one more lap out of this somehow. We'll see. This is lap 44, and we're still on the lead lap. Hey, the leader, Darren Reed, making a mistake. That'll allow Martinez to close the gap. We are a full minute 15 off the pace and about to get passed by Lane. We'll be going to the pits here. About to find out. Soren Bond making a mistake as we do fall back to 17th. And we're going to go one more time around the circuit. Let's go. Walter Sosa making a mistake. So this will put us lap 40. So we'll be going in on lap 45. Laktianov making a mistake. So everybody gets one, right? That's just kind of how it goes. A technical issue for Stephen Gray. That happened right behind us. There he is. Right there. That's our nemesis. Not sure how that will affect him overall. And maybe he'll go in and get it repaired like the other two guys did today. And actually, if that's the case, it's good that it happened now because he can go in and still kind of stay on track. All right, we got 6% tire wear left. We have to go in. We've fallen 2 spots back and way off the pace. And even though we're going to be pitting here, we're going to have to pit one more time after this. So see how that works out. We're into the pits. Okay, and behind us is Stephen Gray. We'll see if that gets him cleared up. All right, we need a 21-second pit time here as we continue to drop back. We're 20th, 22nd as Ilya passes us. There's 23rd and 24th, 25th, 26th. Come on. 22 seconds. Let's go. Come on. Get out of there, man. Terrible pit. Terrible, terrible. 28th. Look at all these chumps. We just got passed, lapped. That's bullshit. But we're not in the 30s, so I guess that's something. And now we'll probably make a mistake. It happens right after you pit. And Stephen Gray did get repaired and is fine, so Swindell makes a mistake in front of us, or up the road. And I believe the yellow car is the leader. Is that Darren Reed? Oh, no. Felipe? Fedor? Yeah, it is Fedor. So he's the number 3. He's in 3rd place and doing well. Here we are, a lap down. Raul Moreno has a technical issue. We'll see if that affects him at all or not. So we're in 28th spot. Bruno's in front of us. Laszlo's behind us. Anna in 33rd. Yeah, she's just breaking in a new driver. That's probably going to hurt her enough to get her sent back off the track by Capiston. We're not gaining a spot there. Doesn't really make much of a difference. He's just gonna get back on the track and blow by us. All right. So we are a lap down on lap 46. And we'll gain a majority of these positions back. Let's just hope our concentration is good. Keep an eye on Moreno. He has to pit anyway. Oh, there's my mistake. So that's great. Wilson! You idiot. Come on. Now we're back to 29th. So we had a long pit and we just made a mistake. So that has to happen. That seems like that's kind of how it goes. Everybody gets one. We got Boyko behind us here. My phone's blowing up. That's frustrating. I mean, we're not putting up good laps or anything either. Mistake made by Glenn Harvey. He's back on the track. Moreno's dropped back to 14th. Lane's catching him. Nascimento's got tire issues. I say Nacia, but it's Nascimento. Mhm. All right. I'm a little frustrated right now by that. I mean, I knew it had to happen, but when your skills aren't as good as everybody else's, you really just can't make any mistakes and expect good results. I mean, we should see the next group of pitters here any second now. Okay, well, the lead lap guys are on lap 49. We're on lap 48. Who's that in front of us? Oh, that's Laszlo Olare. Um, yeah, we are putting up better laps than him. Moreno's dropped back to 16th now. So his technical issue must be a real technical issue because he is not pitted to try to fix it like the others have. And I'm going to say probably at lap 65, that's when we could start expecting a potential technical issue of our own, maybe. And we might be able to make it all the way. 29th? 28th, we just passed Nascimento. We'll take anything we can get right now. He's coming out in 32nd. Teagard and Rex up to 22nd position. Good job by him. I want to take a look at our team really quick. Oh, that's Friends. Well, we'll look at Friends. Hey, Martin Rome. Good job, buddy. First place still. Dermaz in first place. That's excellent. Callum in third. Stephen Koning in seventh. Fashin in fourth. Luca Cross in fifth. Good job. Stewart's been hovering in 38th the whole time. And I think Sahid was leading at one point, right? Well, they are bearing down on us right now. Anyway, we wanted to look at this. Okay, I'm mostly just comparing myself to Daniel. He's got a tech problem. He said he might have one today, and I'm sure that it's a big possibility I could too. Oh, Lucarelli's got a tech problem. So Team Waterama is really struggling today. Outside of Rom, nobody else. Well, Felipe and Pato and Danny Gonzalez could get a point. We'll get back to the leaders here. Moreno dropped back to 17th. I'm keeping my eye on him because that's a position we could gain if he doesn't fix that technical issue, which it doesn't appear that he will. All right, we're gaining on Bruno Gallego as O'Leary got past Gallego. I know I'm saying Gallego correctly because there was a baseball player named Mike Gallego who played for the Oakland Athletics and I think the St. Louis Cardinals. So I know I'm getting that name right. And we are on lap 50 now. A mistake made by Nascimento. So yeah, it's like you make that second pit, or anytime you make a pit, there's a good chance that you might have a mistake immediately afterwards. I wonder, like, obviously that's a programmed thing, but I wish someone would tell me why. Like, does that happen in real life? If you're going to make it, I mean, how many drivers make this kind of mistake where they go off the course every race? I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. So that kind of annoys me. Looks like we're about ready to move into 27th spot. We have caught Gallego, one of the two Brunos. There are other drivers that are showing tire wear, and the leader, Darren Reed, will be going in. I suspect we'll see others going in shortly. I want to point out that Stoichev behind us is kind of catching up to us too. Interesting. Okay, let's get around this. Oh, hey, lap 50 was our best lap. I just saw that. Excellent. There we go, into 27th as we pass Bruno. All right, but there's nobody else in front. I mean, the closest person in front of us is 5 seconds ahead. That is O'Leary. There he is. So that's going to be tough to make up. Reed went into the pits and has already come out in 10th. Moreno is still in 17th. Oh, a technical issue again for Doodley. I think it's the second time for him today. So is that a real technical issue or not? I don't know. I think we got at least 2 or 3 more laps before we have to like really plant that in the back of our head as a possibility for us. Bruno Gallego going into the pits. Okay, 27th position as we are not really gaining on anybody. Moreno and Doodley have not pitted, and if we can keep up to them, we should gain those 2 spots because of their technical issues. Hopperanta going into the pits right now. That's not going to help us. Jetsman and has gone into the pits. Anna up to 31st. Teagard and Rex will be pitting for the second time. We might be able, no, we won't gain on Teagard and Rex. So those who are pitting now will not have to pit again, unlike that, our strategy. Okay, into 26 as Rex. We did get out in front of Rex. And this driver is 2 laps down. I mean, that's unnecessary. Stay behind us. Okay. Okay, so we're in 26th. Crate is going in. Moreno actually gained a spot to 16th. Hmm. Yeah, these drivers that are going in now, these are the ones that we are hoping that would fall back enough for us to gain spots on them, but we're not getting there. So I think we're setting ourselves up for a little bit of a disappointment, which may be coming anyway, because we're definitely now in that zone where maybe the engine problem could manifest and cause us to drop several positions. Doodly is now back to 19th. Moreno's gone up to 14th. How is that possible? Hmm. And Hopperanta now making a mistake. So yeah, you go into the pit, you come out, you make a mistake. Not enough for us to capitalize. 60. Felipe Vargas Martinez has tire wear. And if you look at it, every single person in the top 11 have already pitted. There's Zerbsov making a mistake. That's out of sequence. So when Martinez goes in, I mean, he might not come out in the top 10 even. That's tough. Okay, and Saratovsky made a mistake. We just missed. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, we're gaining a little bit at a time, not enough on Olari. He now has tire wear though, so that could be beneficial. Stoichev into the pits, and Olari technically will have to pit. Wait, does he? Yeah, yeah, he will. There's more pits, there's more mistakes. Actually, Martinez got caught by Bond. So Bond takes over first. Moreno is hanging in there in 14th place with the technical issue. That's amazing. Viral and Harvey are now pitting. And these guys should come out right in front of us. No, Viral will not. He'll be in front, well, both of them. Nice pits. Damn it. So we're not going to gain any spots there. A mistake by Severino. We just had our fastest lap, lap 56, 125, 798. And we are gaining on O'Leary. but I don't know. I'm not feeling great about this. I have to be honest. Because we will have to pit one more time, right? Yeah, for sure. Ilya going into the pits. You see him dropping down. I mean, are we going to gain 3 more spots even? I don't even know. We have caught up to Olare, but um, oh, we might actually gain. Yeah, maybe we do gain a couple here. Yeah, we gained one, and then we also did pass Olari, so that's good news. We're up to 24th, and the next one will be Chukwin, who's just up here. Ilya coming out 26th. And Stephen Gray's got a technical issue, but that's behind us. And Doodley's in 18th. He's not really dropping. Moreno's up to 13th somehow. How is that possible? How is this? How are these technical issues not totally handicapping your car? Okay, so we have Swindell and Moreno. Moreno going into the pits now. Okay, so this will benefit us for sure. Um, hmm, let's see what happens here. Will that technical issue fix itself? And Zarubsov going into the pits. Why? 40. Oh, yeah, okay, no, that makes sense. He should be going in now. We do pass Moreno, and that should take him out of contention. Not contention, but any battles that he might have with us, I think. So we're on lap 60, and we are not smoking. Oh, off the beaten path, and we'll gain a spot right here. Who is that? Oh, Chukwin making the mistake. So we're in 22nd. This is all great, but we're going to have to pit. So that's going to be the challenge. I'm not happy about that, but that was our strategy, and I mean, we're in 22nd position. That's not horrible. Okay, Childers into the pits, and we got a smoker into the pits. That's Doodly. Okay, up to 20th. So Moreno was not fixed. Um, his technical issue. So all the technical issue cars are behind us. And Moreno makes a mistake coming out of the pits. So we also passed Childers temporarily. And we're at 20th position, which is our best finish. Race 2, we finished in 20th. Daryl G into the pits, but I don't think we can capitalize on that. Khan is the halfway guy, and so is Swindell. So the question for them is, do they have enough to get all the way through to the end of the race? We're down to 9% fuel. So we'll get to like lap 65 before we have to pit. G coming out in 14th. Okay, so that's the next car. That's Dagasan, whose strategy is to go halfway. Um, I don't I don't know. He's going to finish better than us today. Yeah, when we go in the pits and come out, I mean, we could be in 29th position. Hmm. And there just won't be enough time to make it up. And we're not really showing worn tires either. But I suspect that we will once we pass this. So all the technical guys are all in a row there. Somebody's in the pits. Who is that? Oh, Stankovicius. So these guys are all going to be pitting right around the same within a lap. We are catching up to Dagasan. We just had our fastest lap in 59. And then look, you got three in a row right there that are all one lap down. So 1, 2, 3. So it's Haparanta. I mean, we could get up to 16th before we have to pit. None of them will have to pit again. So we didn't play this wrong in any way. Um, we are just running the way that we have to run to get through this race. And I mean, we could finish 30th, which is a bummer. We are tracking down. Well, hey, we're in 19th place. Did not expect that as Rytov drops below us. Sosa and Lung are into the pits. And we do have tire wear now. Lap 62, that was our fastest lap. So we're going to stop gaining on Dagasan now. And we are officially back on the lead lap. I mean, I think we've done pretty well. This is not going to end well, but I feel like we've done good enough that we keep improving our parts and our driver, and we'll get there. A mistake made by Stankovicius, who just came out of the pits. We're actually gaining on Dagasan, which is somewhat unexpected. Okay, now we are down to 3% fuel. And, I think if I could tell the pit crew, if I could call a strategy, right now, I'd say just go into the pits. Give us a little bit more time to make up the ground, but that's just not how it works. And we are definitely not getting past Dagasan. That might actually be Anna right there. It is. Not having the best day. There's the technical issue cars. These are the ones we got to watch for because um, they may be the only cars that we can get past after we go into the pits, and come back out. Like we have our boost. If, we don't blow the engine by then, we are going to be trying to get past these technical issue cars. All right. Soren Bond in first, Darren Reed in second, Capiston in third, Felipe Vargas Martinez in fourth. Pretty solid. Oh, another technical issue. Right off. Just got the T tagged to him. This could be us any second now. Yeah, we stopped gaining on Dagasan. So Swindell, with just one pit, is in 11th position. I mean, you got to hand it to him. Strategy worked. Meanwhile, Soren Bon pitted 3 times, and he might win the race. Bon and Reed are battling it out. All right, will we go in here? I would tell them to, but no. One more lap around. We are on lap 66. Ah, shoot. I want to say that we're going to be 25th, 26th. And that might be the best we could do with what we have. But there'll be some more upgrades for the next race. And we'll be ready. Keep improving a little bit every race. We're about to get lapped. I think that is Bond right behind us. And Reed. Boom, boom. And here comes Capiston getting in there. Oh, it might be a photo finish when this is all over. Now we're down. And I got to drive right through them. All right, let's see how bad this goes. I don't feel good about it. There's 20th. 21st. There's a smoker. Back to 23rd. Two smoke. Oh, no, just one smoker. My bad. 24th. Let's go. Get out of there. Right now. Go. Okay. Okay, 24th. And a smoker. We'll get past that guy. Let's go. 2 laps down. Okay, so we're 25th. That's perfectly acceptable. We're going to gain a couple spots here. And as long as we don't smoke ourselves, we're fine. This will be an okay race. I mean, we've got to I mean, we'll clearly get past Stephen Gray. Ilya, I'd like to get past Ilya just for our own personal battles, but he might be too far in front. So we're good to go the rest of the race. Um, there are going to be a couple more pitters, I would imagine, but they probably are behind us. So we're the highest ranking. No, I'm sorry. We are the first ranking of anyone who's pitted 3 times. So that's something. Why the hell we are not catching up to this car, I don't know. You're telling me this guy's better than we are? We should be blowing him right off the map. Let's go. Come on. Seriously? This is ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Into 24th. All right. And now it's 12 seconds to catch up to Ilya and the other car that's got a technical issue. So this might be where we end up. Oh, Saratovsky in 13th has a technical issue. That's not going to help us. All right. Well, if that's where we finish, 24th, there's no shame in that. We're on lap 70. No, I'm sorry. We are not. We are on lap, okay, we're on lap 69 now. I don't think Ilya will have to go. Chukwin should have to go. I don't think Dagasan will, unless he made a mistake. So we could get 22nd. We could get 23rd. We're 13 seconds behind Rytov. And Chukwin does have tire issues. So Chukwin will have to go in before the race is over. So we could gain 2 spots and finish 22nd. That's the best we can do today. And that's pretty good. I'm more than happy with that. As long as we don't smoke. Okay. Lap 71. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're on lap 70. So lap 77 will be our boost lap, assuming we get to boost before we smoke. And you know what? If we did start to smoke, I don't think anybody's going to catch us. I don't think Bruno will catch us. Obviously, another smoking car will not. Oh, Bruno's right there. Maybe he would. Yeah. Bruno might actually have to pit. So Bruno and Chukwin should have to pit. Bond, Reed, and Capiston all battling it out. At the end of the race, we might have to go to the front. We might have to click on these three right here and see how this goes. That might be worth checking out. Oh, oh, Capiston does get past Reed. Look at all the congestion here. So Bond, Capiston, Reed. I have a feeling that ain't over yet. Now we're just kind of running by ourselves. And we're 8 seconds behind Rytov. So we're going to catch Rytov for sure because we have the boost. So we'll get Rytov. Can we get Chukwin to pit? If that happens, we get 22nd spot. And we can feel pretty good about that. There he is, right there. Let's see what happens when we cross the finish line here. So 71 comes to a close. And now we're on lap 72. Stephen Gray is pitting. 5.4 seconds behind Rytov. All right, let's go. Lap 72. 5 more laps. Gray back to 31st. Tough day. Um, Bruno is coming up hot on us. That's crazy. He's driving really fast all of a sudden. He must be boosting right now. He must have saved his boost for like 6 or 9 laps in a row because he is coming up. All right, now we're down to 2.1. We'll counter his boost before too long. Bond, Capiston, Reed, keeping our eyes on the leaders. Bond's got a 1 second lead now, right there, over Capiston and Reed. Reed's almost 2 seconds back. Okay, we're going to come up on Rytov and catch him before we even have a chance to boost. Now Ciamento's got tire wear. Okay, so we don't have to worry about him. We just have to have Chukwin go into the pits. That'll make a big difference for us. Once we get past Rytov, Ilya's going to be 13 seconds ahead of us. We're not going to catch our buddy. Oh, Ilya gets past Rex. Good job. Honestly, Ilya's where we want to be. That's the kind of level we need to be driving at. Okay, there we go. 23rd position. We'll take it. Still not smoking. I look for that every time we cross. Great. Also has technical issues. A lot of drivers running out of money. And also Stephen Gray has a makes a mistake. Oh man, what a bummer of a day for him. All right. Uh, leaders are the same. We are on lap 74. Mistake made by Viral up in 17th. And Chukwin is going to pit. So it all worked out for us the way we'd hoped there at the end. We'll take it. So we'll finish 22nd today, and that'll be good enough. And something we can build on for next week. There we go. You know, our pit times, that's the real problem in my mind. Like, we got to shave off a couple of seconds. I don't like how that worked out at all. All right, so we are now, well, we're 13 seconds behind Tea Garden Rex. I think that would be a pipe dream for us to catch him, but I don't know. Nascimento gets past Rytov. So good performance from Bruno today. We are on lap 75. So one more lap after we cross the finish line, and we'll boost it to the end. Not much we can do about that. I don't think we're going to catch. I don't think we're going to make up 13 seconds on Rex. But a boost that causes us to smoke will cost us a spot to Nascimento unless he goes into the pits. Let's see. Okay, we're not smoking. 22nd position. Leaders are about the same. Actually, Reed is off the pace. 22nd spot. And we'll be boosting next time around. 10 seconds, by the way. Oh, I mean, it's not possible. It is not impossible to make up 10 seconds in 3 laps with a boost. That would be great if we could finish 21st. Let's find out. Let's go. Tianov has tire issues. All right. I'm just looking ahead to see if there's anything here that we have to be worried about, but I don't think so. Okay. Let's go. I can feel it. I don't think Nascimento is going to be a problem with the tire. And he's pitting. Okay. All right, here we go. We are boosting right now. We are 8.5 seconds behind. That's the ground we've made up on just our own. Let's catch Tea Garden Rex and give ourselves a 21st spot. That is a good way to finish. Oops. Whenever that little lag happens, that's because we're on the last lap for the leaders. But we can't be too concerned about them now. We got to watch our own. And actually, Capiston has tire issues, so Bond should win going away, and maybe Reed could even make up. I don't know. All right. Let's see how we. I mean, we had our best lap on lap 76, and we weren't even boosting yet. Oh, we got two more. Oh no, we got one more technical issue in Dagasan. Go, go, go. Come on, we can do it. Lots of technical issues, man. And we're not one of them yet. That would be a real stinker of a way to end it, is if they tag us with one as we cross the start finish line here. Let's see how much ground do we make up from 8.5 seconds to 6.5 seconds. Oh, that's not going to be enough. We gained 2 seconds. Our fastest lap, 1:24. Come on, let's go. 2 laps to go. We're on lap 78. Let's back out a little bit. Oh no, that's a lot of ground. There he is right there. If we had a couple extra laps, oh, there's the finish. Good job by Soren Bon getting the win today. Second place is Fedor Kapistin, and third place is Darren Reed. Great job, guys. All right, well, we're not catching them like I'd hoped we would. Fourth is Sosa, fifth is Martinez. Nate Lung from the United States is sixth. Zarepsov seventh. Laktianov is eighth. Stegovicius ninth. All right. Okay, let's just see how we're doing here. Can we make up this ground with 1 lap to go? How many seconds I mean, it's going to be an impossible task. Let's see, how many are we behind? 6.5 to 4.5. We can't make up 4.5. Okay, well, you know what? A 22nd place finish is excellent. I'm very pleased we did not blow our engine. We're going to be very, very close on that. Um, we'll do I don't know if we'll replace the engine or upgrade. We'll upgrade the electronics for sure for the next race. We'll have everything at least at level 4. And we'll be hopefully well rested with Ian Wilson, and we can get ourselves into the teens maybe for next race. That's what I'm hoping. Lap 78 was our fastest lap so far, 1:24.055. We're catching him, but it's just going to be a little too short. I mean, I don't know if he's boosting too or not. I mean, look at that. Look how close we are. I think he's just going to nip us at the finish line. Hey, we're close. Come on, let's go. You got it, buddy. You can do it. Come on, Wilson. Come on, Wilson. Oh, we're coming around right here. Come on, Wilson. No. Oh, we're going to fall short. Oh, the Canadian. Damn you, Canadians. We finished 1.2 seconds behind him. That's remarkable. How cool was that? Good job by Ilya. Just to wrap up the top 10 there. Severino did get 10th spot. Pretty good. Lots of cars suffering technical issues here at the end of the race. Anna did as well. She finished 30th. Marcel Jetsman didn't have any technical issues, and he's pitting. Yikes. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at the leaderboards. Best lap, Walter Sosa, 1:22. And I had the 10th best lap today. Come on. Give it up for me. That's pretty good. We'll take it. We'll take a look here at the best pit. 17.4. This is a real problem. Our best pit was 23. And, we're not putting in that much fuel. I mean, there's no excuse for that. Let's take a look here at the live updates now. We are 27th. You know what? We actually lost a spot with a 21st place finish. That seems unfair. I don't really understand what happened there. We didn't even gain on Liam Vander Moselle, and he's only raced 2 races of the 4. I don't understand. Okay, we'll take a look here at the Friends group. We had a few with technical problems. Martin, great job. So we had one teammate win. Eunice got a win. And some other in the top 10. Mossberg finished 28th. Good job by him. T. Webb finished 10th. I mean, he's figured it out already. He's already up there winning, or not winning, but getting top 10 finishes in at the amateur level. Manley finished 5th. Whitehead finished 4th. Good job. A lot of good finishes. Per year got 8th, and Samuel 10th. And we'll take one quick look here at our group. I finished 22nd. I think I said 21st, but Daniel did have a tech problem at the end, as he suggested he might, finishing 33rd. Nick finished 12th. Julio did have a tech problem as well, 17th. Danny Gonzalez got 8th. Good job by him. 9th for Gaston, and Pato finished 6th. Oh, and Felipe finished 6th. Good job. All right, guys, that'll do it. That was a lot of fun. The ends are always entertaining. I just feel like we always make it interesting the last 5 laps. All right, I do appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. And tomorrow we will have the giveaway contest starting. So watch for the information on that, and you can get in on it too. Until then, everyone, have a great day.